Yo, what's going on, guys? So I'm here today with a couple ball pythons that I've been trying to sell for a really long time. I just grabbed a coffee and an egg sandwich on the way here, and I had these two in my passenger seat, and I didn't think they were visible for some reason, but the guy at the drive-thru saw them and he's like, holy shit, I didn't know that those were a snake. I was like, what the hell? And it was kind of funny, not gonna lie. But that kind of got me thinking, because another person that works at the drive-thru kind of like wanted to see them, and I showed her this guy Goyle over here. Yeah, it just kind of got me thinking about my ball pythons, and I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about ball pythons, what my opinion is on them. Are they worth the hype? Are they a good all-around pet? So I'm not gonna go as much into like care or anything like that, because that's not really my niche. Although if that's something you guys want, if you want me to do like a care video on ball pythons or any other reptiles that I have experience with, I'd be happy to do so. But for right now, that's off to the side. So these two specifically, these were among the very first clutch that I've ever produced in my life, which is pretty nuts. And it was over a year ago now, in like June or July of last year. The father was my male enchi. I didn't even name him, but two of my friends named him Cecil after the freaking lion that got beheaded back in like 2016 by poachers or something. It was a meme, but anyway, so Cecil was the dad, and then I got another black widow back in 2017 that I named Daenerys, or Danny for short. These two were among the three surviving of the four offspring that I had from that clutch. Unfortunately, well, I won't say unfortunately because I get it, these both have the spider gene within them. So this girl, I'll just take her out and show you guys in real time. Hopefully she's not too stressed or anything, but we're just gonna wing it. She is. Sorry, do it for the gram. So this is actually a black widow. I don't know how well you can see her from here. Nah, we're chilling. But this is a black widow. A black widow is a morph that I believe CV Exotics was the first one to produce. Where all they are, it's spider, black pastel, and pastel. And I gotta say, even though the spiders are not as in demand anymore because of the whole neurological crap they have going on, this is a beautiful ass snake. Like look at this shit. Like, oh my god. Ah, man, she's really beautiful. And her brother is four genes, four morphs in one, who I think is arguably more beautiful. So this is a black widow, but with enchi in there too. And he's really dope. Neither of these two fit into my plans for breeding ball pythons, so I'm actually hoping to sell these guys, or boy and girl, by the end of today, November 12th, 2022, at the time of my filming this. But selling ball pythons has proved to be just as hard as I was told through various people online. Because if you don't go into it with like a very strict business plan of what you want to do, then you kind of end up, well, fucking yourself. So a lot of big names in the reptile industry will tell you to go after morphs that you're interested in if you're trying to breed. That's not just for ball pythons, it's also for reptiles in general. You want to focus on what you like, because that makes it more, you're more into it as you're breeding. You get more enthusiasm and you get better results in the end because you're really dialed in. Ball pythons are the first thing that I've ever bred. And while I think these are both beautiful snakes, ball pythons are definitely not like my first choice reptile, you know? My only plans with them as of right now is I still have my two breeding pairs. I have my normal male Stretch, who is my very first snake I've ever owned, and I bred him to a lesser bee that I named Bertha. They've both produced for me two clutches. Well, one healthy clutch and the other clutch I messed up and lost them. You can check out my other video on what happened there. And then my other pairing of Cecil and Danny. These guys were from Cecil and Danny, and they've proved extremely hard to sell, even though I definitely think these are both beautiful snakes and they would make amazing pets, but spiders are not as in demand at all because they have this thing called wobble, where if you're watching this, you might already know what that is, but I'll still briefly explain. It's this neurological thing where the snake will literally wobble like this as it's just kind of moving around, and it can't really orient itself, so like it might go like this and whatever. I know that's kind of bland, but basically because of that neurological defect, some people have tried to justify continuing to breed them, and I'm like mixed about it because I don't know. The spider morph was one of the first morphs that I was really attracted to, and I was really hyped to breed, and then they got their bad rap, and then they went bad in demand. But I still think that they're a beautiful snake. These guys specifically are both really beautiful. If spiders were more in demand, I'd honestly probably try and keep them, but I am trying to phase them out of my collection. Unfortunately, my two females both have the spider gene that are ready to breed right now, but I'm still going to continue to breed them because one of them still is a lesser bee, so lessers are still popular, and the black widow consists of black pastel, and the sibling of these two, my black pewter, I'm keeping because he is badass looking and he's really cool. That's just me kind of spitballing some of my thoughts on ball pythons. I'm definitely, well, historically I've been more of a lizard guy, right? I love lizards, but snakes, as someone who loves to travel, maintaining a collection of snakes as you're up and about living your life is a lot easier because you only need to check in on them for pythons and boas once a week or longer, like maybe once every 2 weeks for feeding, and then just maintain that clean bowl of water, which is easy enough. Lizards are generally more higher maintenance, although the rhacodactylus geckos, like gargoyle geckos and lychees and crested geckos and stuff like that, they have that food powder supplement, which is kind of in the same deal. You just got to replace that and keep it fresh every couple days or so. I think that ball pythons are a good snake to start off if you're just getting into reptiles. They're pretty easygoing. I only have one in my entire collection that's kind of an asshole. And I'm trying to sell him as of the time of this recording. So yeah, check out my Morph Market, Exotics Engineer Reptiles, and my Instagram. I'll just plug it. I don't even remember what I call my Instagram, to be honest. But yeah, hit me up if you want a phantom poshet pied. Are ball pythons worth it? I want to say yes. Even though I'm not as into them, and there are other animals I enjoy working with more. In terms of snakes, my boa up here is just a top G, honestly. I really enjoy working with him. Ball pythons are kind of just like, they don't really do a whole lot. They're still personable snakes. I really want to take this guy out because he's just asking for it. Look at that pattern. Wow. He's really cool. I honestly wish, to me, this guy, even though he has spider in him, obviously like the market speaks for itself, so like I can't dictate that, but this snake would be worth probably like triple what I'm selling him for if I had produced him like 5 to 10 years ago. My only project that I have with ball pythons right now is to eventually produce blue-eyed leucistics. So I have like 3 females and then a male, prepping for that. And then I have a couple that I have left over from my enchi black widow pairing that I'm just holding back because I thought they looked cool. Like one of them looks like, I've already showed you all my animals, so like go check out this video if you want to see all my ball pythons in depth. So I'm here in my apartment with these guys because I'm going to hopefully be selling them within the next day or so. I just wanted to have them with me instead of at my parents' house so I can just zuck over to the guy who's going to take them off my hands. And the guy who's actually going to take them off my hands owns a reptile rescue in Massachusetts. So I'm going to plug that actually. Go follow him on Instagram because he seems like a cool guy. I haven't met him in person yet, but anyone who's trying to spread the good word on animals automatically gets my vote, my support. So go check him out. You can actually kind of see in real time the wobble going on from this guy. He's just kind of like, although, I don't know. It's more prevalent, like you can see it more when they are excited or like ready to eat, like stuff like that, you know. I will say that higher end ball python morphs that are out today on the market, like the higher, like when you're over $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, like those animals look insane. I recently went to Tinley back in October, and even though I'm not like super into ball pythons anymore, I definitely can respect the work that they're doing for those animals. Like it's crazy. Like 5, 6, 7 genes in one animal, like nuts. Like this guy's got 4. So it would be cool if, you know, if one of those wasn't spider, but it is what it is, right? I honestly have no idea if I'll even produce a snake like this again. Like the probability of me getting him again is like 1 out of 8, or even less than that, probably like 1 out of 16. So that's kind of neat. I'm just trying to keep it real with you guys. Like whenever I have an idea for a video, now that I'm in my apartment now, I have the freedom to just kind of record whenever I want. Like I've said before, I haven't really told anyone that I know about this channel. I haven't even told anyone that I know really about this channel. I've told a select amount of people. And that's intentionally, right? Because I don't want to get the wrong influence to affect the way that this channel like manifests, I guess, you know, because like I'm just kind of freeballing it right now, right? Like I'm just kind of sharing aspects of my life with you guys. Reptiles have been a big part of my life for a while, so like we're gonna start with that and kind of just see how it evolves. So I hope you guys got some value out of this, honestly. Like I'm just kind of rambling and showing off my 2 snakes that I'm about to sell. So hopefully future me will look back on this and feel some kind of a way. Oh, you can see that corkscrew just there with the wobble, basically. But you guys tell me, right? Does this snake look normal to you, like behavior-wise? I kind of like, aside from like the little wobbling you got going on, like he's a cool guy. And I wish I could keep him, honestly, because he's honestly like that coloring is nuts. I hope you guys can appreciate them like I can. Ball pythons, are they overrated? Probably, but they're still alright. And oh, wow. Wow, he just peed. No. Oh my god. Wow. Well, at least it didn't get on me. I got that on video. That's fucking sick. Wow. Oh my god. Alright, and on that note, I gotta go clean that up. So, like and subscribe. I'm freaking dead. Holy shit. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Oh my god.